Hello there. My name is Becky. I am 57 and this is the second YouTube channel that I have started. Something happened with my first channel and I'm starting all over from ground one, y'all. And I hope you enjoy this video. I am not an expert. I just show you what I do, and if it helps you, good. And if you see something that I'm doing that might be beneficial for me and others, feel free to comment. So I'm going to go ahead and get started now with my daily routine when I do makeup. I already have a moisturizer on my face. I am not a high-end product person. I go to Ross, get my creams, or Ross mostly, to get my creams. And I'm not even going to bother telling you, because if you shop Ross, you know that if it's there today, it probably won't be tomorrow. So I'm going to get started with some concealer. Now, I'm not trying to talk out of both sides of my mouth. If I have a high-end product, more than likely I didn't purchase it, my daughter did. This is Tarte, and I start off putting this, dabbing it on. I know some people do this before, some people do it after. I put my concealer on before. And because I occasionally have a runny nose and I'm having to blow it, wipe it a lot throughout the day, I put a good bit of concealer right under my nose. And then once I get the foundation on, I will go back and powder this in. So, Kleenex ready. So I don't use a brush or anything with concealer. As you can see, I just use my finger and rub it in. And I will give you a heads up right now. How this is coming across on the phone here is a lot, it's much lighter or much brighter than it is in person. I do hope that my other subscribers from the first channel I started can find this. I was up to 700 subscribers, and then for whatever reason, it got shut down the other day. So I'm going to start over. And if you're wondering where I'm from, I'm in Alabama. Okay, I just go a little bit there on the sides too, but mainly right there. This is what I go to pretty frequently. It is Milani, and it is light beige. I do use a brush. I go back and forth from brush to sponge. 2 little squirts, or maybe a squirt and a half. And then I just start And if I were not so technically challenged, I would go back in and edit this video when I'm done with it and pull out all the putting on, you know, the minutes, the seconds of putting the makeup on from one step to the next, but I don't know how to do that. Okay. And then once I've got that all applied, then I'll come back in with the blush. And what I'm using right now is this stuff called Baby Got Blush by Essence. It was a little cheapy from Ulta. Now, again, it sounds like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. I don't shop Ulta that often. There are a few things I go in for, like perfumes and things like that. And occasionally when I'm in, I may see something like this. A little cheapy. I think I paid maybe $2 or $3 for this. But I just dab this on my cheekbone. And then we'll go back in and work it in with a sponge, a little wedge. You can find it, there it is. Just a little wedge. And just barely dab it in because it's pretty much right where I want it. Okay, that's it. Now I will go in with my CoverGirl 110. Pat that in real good where I put the concealer. And I try not to go over that right there with my powder, just so it will give that dewy look. However, I will go back in with a highlighter. And just to make sure that I missed a spot or so with the powder, I'll just go back with the brush and just kind of dust my face. Occasionally, sometimes I will go in with BB cream and go on my neck, but right now I'm just skipping that step. Okay. Lipstick. I have a I think it's Revlon, and it's like Plumlicious. Sometimes I use a lip liner, most of the time I don't. Just blot that. Now I'm just going to go back in with this little Nivea product here. It kind of tones down. And adds just a little bit more frost to it. There's no specific color, it's just Nivea Shimmer Lip Balm. Okay, now that I've got that, I will use my palette that I got from Five Below, and I've had it a while. $5, y'all. It's got lots of pretty colors in it, and I just choose the color I want. And most of the time I mix my colors. I mix with just about everything I use. So I'm going to mix my plum and a little bit of that brown right there. I go to the corner of my eye, just swirl it. Just a little bit more color on the brush. To the corner over here, swirl it. And then like a windshield wiper over the crease. And then I will add just a little bit, another dab of that color, and pull it under the bottom lash just to connect the color. And to make sure that I don't have a line up here, I will take a lighter shade, which I'm about to choose, and go back over the top. And again, y'all, this is not this dark in person. Okay. I'm gonna take the one that I use the most, that I'm almost out of. Hope I can get enough on the color on the brush. And I'll take that color. It's kind of like a real light pink. Get some. And I'll come right in this corner and in this corner. And then I will just start working it, blending it in with a darker shade. And to highlight my brow, what I do is I take this right here, Wet n Wild, and it is called, it's got a name, had a color, I can't see it now. It's this, something golden flower or something, the name's smeared off of it, worn off of it. Now I just take my brush right here, and not only do I go over my brows, and I usually do this first, I forgot this step, y'all. I'm not an expert, okay? But I will go over my cheekbones up here, get that brow in, go over the top of that cheekbone, go up here, there you go. And I'm gonna take some of the color back off of this, and I'm gonna go back in and just blend it a little bit more. It's really kind of dark. I mean, it's very dark in this video here, but it's not that dark in person, but still a little bit dark for me. I didn't want it that dark. I'm just going and trying to blend it all in. I don't, to make it look where there's just not a blunt line there. Okay. Now I'm going to use a Wet n Wild pencil, brown, over my top eyelid and the bottom. Oops. Okay. I don't always take it to the inside corner. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Now I'm going to do the waterline, and this is like a Maybelline tattoo. I can barely read the name. It's almost worn off, but this works really well for me. Now I'm going to come back in with L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. Okay, I want to let that dry a little bit before I apply the mascara. And I will be using, it's called They're Real. This is just a sample size that my daughter gave me, but it comes in the bigger size. And I think this, you get this from Ulta. I didn't buy this. Let me go step in here just a second to finish this. Excuse me just a second, but I gotta get to another room. Okay. Oops. Put that there. Okay. All right, that's it. And I've got enough time. I think I'm gonna try to, if I can, yep. can go ahead and get something done with this hair. I'm gonna let this heat up a second. I'm using the Lange straightener, but I'm gonna try and add a little bit of curl, not straighten it. Okay, I'm gonna get this fixed. Move that down. There we go. Okay. Brush. Okay. Yeah. I'm putting it up on 360. Give that just a second to heat up. Give me a second to get this brushed out. And let's see if I can have this done in about 4 minutes. I'm not going to do much to it. Just give it just a little bit of a curl, and that's about it. Nothing, not doing a lot with it. Okay. All I'm wanting to do is to just get my ends to turn under just a little bit. I'm not putting a lot of time and effort into this. I do have a heat protector on, the fructose. Just to give a little look to my bangs. like I said, I really wasn't trying to put any curls in it. I just wanted to give it a little turn under there and to give it a little bit of a, get some of the wrinkles out. Wish I could do that to my face. Okay, oops. I wasn't watching what I was doing there, y'all. I crimped it. Let's try it again. Oh well, that's good enough. Okay, so. And that's using the Lange. Getting a couple of wrinkles out and crinkles, wrinkles, or whatever, and that's it for now. So if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and we will have more videos later. Bye-bye. See you.